Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. Today in this video we're going to continue working on the Facility Hub quests, and we're going to cover specifically the Olthoi quest within there. We are currently in Red Spire where the NPC is. His name is Behdo Yii. He's the guy we're going to be turning in these pincers to. The Olthoi in these quests drop pincers, and this guy will collect them and give you some goods. So it's been a bit since I've created a video. I've been out of commission. I actually had a detached retina, which is as awesome as it sounds. I highly recommend it to anybody. So it sucked, and I've been recovering for the last couple months. Finally getting my vision back. And so here we are. I'm back and creating another video for you today. So here's our guy, Behdo Yii, in Red Spire. We'll turn all this stuff into him, and in return he'll give us some cash and some jewelry. We'll cover that at the end of the video. I'll put together a summary of what these quests reward you with. So thank you for joining. I appreciate your time, and let's get rolling. Okay, we'll start at the top of the Facility Hub here, and we'll make our way down. And so in the previous video I did of the Tuskers, the Facility Hub Tusker quest, which are to the right here. For the Olthoi quest, we'll go ahead and hang a left and work our way down to the bottom. And once we get down here, there are 5 quests in total, ranging from level 15, starting from the right here, up to level 40, the ancient Empyrean Grotto. So 5 different quests at different level requirements as you progress through the Facility Hub. So really the idea behind these Olthoi and Tusker quests are, when you start the Facility Hub, you start with level 10 quests. And then the next set is level 15, then level 20, 25, etc. And so what happens is you'll find yourself, if all you do is a Facility Hub quest, say you finish all the level 10 quests, you're going to be probably around level 12, 13, 14 maybe, something like that. So you won't be quite high enough yet to do the next set. And really what these quests are kind of designed for is to supplement that. So as you complete all the level 10 quests, for example, you get to level 13, you want to do these quests. You want to do whatever Tusker quests and Olthoi quests are available to you to build up your levels till you get to level 15. Then you do the next set, finish that set, and you're again shy of the level 20, so you do whatever's next in the Olthoi Tusker quests. So I think that was really the idea behind these, is kind of to supplement in between those level sets. So I do encourage you to run these as often as you can. In addition, they offer some pretty good rewards for the level that you're at. Some decent experience. You get a title, money, obviously Pirellis. You get jewelry and such. So worth running multiple times. I think there's a 20-hour, maybe 19-hour reset timer. I forget exactly what it is, but something like that. So yeah. That's kind of, I think, the idea behind these. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start out with the ancient Tumerok site. So this has a level, what did I say, level 15 requirement on it. And most of these Olthoi dungeons kind of want to not force you to the left, but if you go left, you're going to be in pretty good shape. There are exceptions to it, but for the most part you want to kind of travel to the left and down, and that'll get you to where you ultimately need to go. So we'll go ahead and knock these guys out. I am actually level, I don't know, 173 or something like that. None of this stuff was going to even touch me. But I probably should be running them at the level that you're required to, or that the requirement recommends. you run them. But I wanted to, like I did with the Tusker video, I wanted to kind of demonstrate all of them at the same time and put it into a single video. All right, so here we want to continue to make our way down. You can probably go left here as well, but I'll hang a right. I think either way gets you to the gets you to where you want to go. But you come into this big room and then you make your way to the door over here. And we want to continue to work our way down, dropping stuff as we go. So one thing about Asheron's Call, the mobs love to swarm. Olthoi, Tusker in particular, but I believe they all do. You get into a bunch too close and aggro, and next thing you know, they're all coming after you. So you wanna just kind of just work your way down slowly. Again, like I said, I'm way too high level, so I'm just kind of moving through this quickly. But you want to just kind of work your way through and kill things as you go, so you don't get overwhelmed. Or just say screw it and bonsai your way through, which is what a lot of people do, especially as you become more familiar with it. Sometimes it's just worth just outrunning everything, making your way down to where you need to go, kill the few that followed you, and get the hell out of Dodge. Alright, so we'll keep on working our way down now, and now we're getting into the actual Olthoi cavern part of the dungeon. Olthoi generally hang out in this kind of squelchy, you always feel wet and acidy areas. So we're going to work our way down into here. You'll get this just about everywhere you fight Olthoi. This kind of greenish, hazy environment. Alright, so again, we'll keep kind of working our way to the left here. Olthoi can open doors. Some mobs can't, I don't think, but a lot of the mobs can open doors, and so keep that in mind as you're working your way through these dungeons. They will come through those. I don't know what the doors are in here. They look like kind of webby, slimy, whatever that is. So as you saw there, they will open it, so be prepared for that. Alright, so I believe we're almost at the bottom of this dungeon here. So yeah, you come up to this big room. This one does not seem to have the red fog that the ones later have, but as you progress through these Olthoi dungeons, you'll and I'll show it here coming up in the next couple dungeons. But you'll come up to like a red fog, and Asheron's Call is really good about kind of giving some indicator of where things might be. So this one's got more of a yellowy orange fog to it. The other ones have a red, but it kind of gives you an indication, well, maybe there's something going on here. So keep that in mind as well as you're working your way through dungeons and so forth. There's generally some indicators. Alright, so yeah, here we go. So this one right here has got our harvester pincer. So we'll grab that and we'll get out of here, and we will move on to the next one. Alright, so the next dungeon we're going to tackle is the Dark Lair. So the first one we fought Olthoi harvesters. And they were, I forget what level they were, level 20? The next one we're going to fight are a combination, I think, of harvesters and gardener Olthoi. So we'll have a look here and see if I'm right about that. I forget exactly. Sorry, level 20 harvesters, and we'll see what level the gardeners are here in a minute. So this dungeon starts out in, as I mentioned previously, that kind of greenish, acidy, squelchy, wet kind of environment where the Olthoi like to hang out. Again, we're going to kind of just, in fact there's only one way to go here, but we're going to kind of work our way to the left and down and around. And so, yeah, sorry. So there we go. Olthoi Gardeners are level 30. So you're going to deal with level 20 and 30 mobs. So you can keep that in mind. And you're probably, as long as you don't get overwhelmed, you're going to fight 2 or maybe 3 of them at a time. So kind of keep that in mind as you progress. Olthoi attack with acid. They attack with piercing. So you're going to want to make sure that you've got those protects on. Either on jewelry or clothing or both. Alright, let's work our way. Again, continue kind of left. Really only one way to go. And as we come up to this big room, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a down ramp. It's the only way to go, so it's pretty easy to figure out. But there's a down ramp right here. You can see it on the map as well. So we want to kind of circle around and head down the down ramp. Again, kind of just making our way through and down. So once you get down this big ramp, this big room, and down this big ramp, and you come through here, if I'm remembering this dungeon correctly, you can kind of see up ahead this room that has a whole bunch of Olthoi in it. They can swarm you really quick, so one strategy is to just draw them over as you see them all move towards the wall there. They're stuck on that wall now, and they won't get out unless you go into that room. So if you hang back here, a lot easier to deal with, and more than likely one of these guys will have the pincer on him. Probably made a liar out of me. Nope, here we go. So this one is the gardener pincer. So that's the next one we want to collect. So I will go ahead and grab that, and you can do whatever you want. You can fight these guys, keep going through the room, whatever. But for the purposes of this quest, we got what we need, and I will get out of here. Next in the list, we have the Crumbling Empyrean Mansion. So this has got a level 30 restriction on it. And we will be fighting Worker Olthoi. I believe these guys are going to be level 50. We'll see in a second, but I'm pretty sure these guys are level 50. Alright, as like the other dungeons, we'll kind of make our way down and left. Yeah, and these guys are level 50. And again, all these dungeons are going to generally get 1 to 2 on you at a time. So level 30, these are level 50. Just bear in mind, again, they're not going to touch me here, but maybe at a level 30, maybe a bit for level 50 Olthoi. But as long as you've got the right protections on acid and piercing, you should be fine for the most part. As long as you don't get overwhelmed. Alright, so this dungeon's really just kind of long and narrow. So we'll just make our way through this corridor, down and around, and drop these guys as we go. Alright, so once we get to this room here, we want to just go ahead and go right through this door instead of making a left this time. It's kind of a deviation from the left, but we'll go right here. And again, just kind of working our way straight down, straight down, straight down. I may get lost in this dungeon. I haven't been in this one for a while, so but you just want to kind of make sure you just keep working your way down. If you kind of get tangled up and stuff, it's not a super complex dungeon, so just kind of try to find your way down. You will eventually get to the Olthoi environment. You'll get out of this ruined mansion and into the actual environment. So kind of just work your way down. All right, here we do go to the left, I believe. Yeah, here we go. And this time we want to make a right as well. So we get another deviation from that left. But you can see on the map the indicator that there's a down arrow, or the down ramp. So we'll make a right and we'll keep on heading down. Again, you kind of get that yellowy orange haze to indicate that you're headed in the right direction. This is one of the longer ones in the quest. There's another one. I think it's a legionary quest at the end that's kind of long like this as well. But this one's kind of just long and narrow. Just keep on trucking. So one of the most iconic, I think the most iconic sounds in the game is this Olthoi cry that they make. And I always used to think that it sounded like they're kind of whistling at you, like they think you're sexy. When you get a critical hit on them, I always thought that was kind of funny, like. Stupid observation, but alright, we're almost to the bottom of this one now. I think there's this room, and then I believe it's the next room. Alright, yeah, so here's where I wanted to point out and alluded to earlier, so you're starting to see this red fog, and it gives you an indication that you're getting close to where you need to be. You want to get thicker and thicker until you get to this room, and I believe it just gets, well, maybe not red in there, but you can start seeing that red fog. I think the next quest gives you a full room of red, just give you an indication that you're there. So we'll check these guys, and here we go. So worker pincer is the one we're looking for. And onward and upward. Alright, next dungeon we're going to tackle is going to be an Olthoi soldier nest. And this one is going to contain, as the name suggests, soldier Olthoi. These guys, again, I believe are level 50. This is a level 35 restriction. So we'll have a look again. I think they're level 50, similar to the workers, but I could be wrong. We'll find out here in a second. Level 60, excuse me. So level 60. Alright, so there's only really one way to go, so we'll just follow the path down to here anyway. There's a surface exit portal. You want to make sure not to hit that, unless that's what you want to do. way to the left here around this oval. And again, kind of just working our way left, 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 all the way through. And we'll come upon this big room right here. Alright, so this room, there's actually 2 down ramps. And we want to be careful not to, you want to take the first one here. You take the second one, I believe ultimately it may circle back around and you'll wind up kind of back where you need to be, but it's a long route or it's not the right way to go. So we want to take this one down. The first one there, and then continue to hang left and down as you work kind of through this these little oval I don't know what they're called, these little oval junctions or little oval rooms. Alright, again kind of heading left here. Alright, so as mentioned, so here we go. You're starting to see a lot of red showing up. And if we look, in fact, I believe this might even be where we need to get our pincer at. Yep, here we go. So this room's pretty straightforward and pretty quick. This quest, I mean. Yeah, once you hit this red room, you're gold. So there's our pincer. Yeah, you can see a whole lot of red. Just to show you, if you keep going, there is, if you decide to fight your way through this dungeon just to kill more Olthoi and get a little more experience, more loot, there are these acid pits, and so you will want to be careful not to dally, because these will kill you. If I step in here and I give it a second, I'm going to start burning. So you want to make sure you don't, take a bath in this stuff. And that's that one. On to the next. The final quest in the set is going to be the ancient Empyrean Grotto. And in here we're going to face legionary Olthoi. So we'll have a look here once we get into the dungeon. Again, all these quests are going to be on this Mare Lazel Island, just kind of scattered throughout. So we'll have a look here. I forget what level these guys are. I think 60 again. Might be 60. We'll head left. Yeah, level 60. So early on, these guys were probably my favorite Olthoi. They all suck, but these were my favorite, kind of because the skin kind of changed a little bit. They've got the blue eyes instead of what the others had, so they started kind of looking a little bit different and a little more intimidating. So these are kind of my favorite. Alright, so we want to go ahead and, I guess in this case, we just want to keep going left again. Kind of just staying along the main corridors. You can, if you want to fight your way down and kill as you go and gain more experience and stuff, there's these little offshoot rooms that you can go and drop these guys from. But as a general rule goes, you just keep on kind of staying down through the middle here. And then making lefts whenever you've got a choice. And all these quests are down, so you want to stay left and you want to go down. and you can kind of get an indication on the map where these down ramps are. So it'll kind of give you an indication on which direction you should be going. Although this one just really, you could go either way. I think maybe they might end up intersecting later down, but I'm going to stay left as usual. I'll come down here. Yeah, kind of watching on the map. I think maybe they ultimately intersect, so it doesn't matter which way you go. Yeah, in fact, I just made a mistake here. So this room, you can go in and kill these guys, but in this case, we want to go the other direction. We want to go right. It's been a while since I've been in here, so kind of forget where I'm going sometimes. But I want to go towards this kind of clover leaf area. And once you get to this area, you do want to continue left. You can see the exit portal up ahead here. So we are getting close to the end. Once you hit the exit portal, I think there's only one more room until the area we need to kill. So this spot in particular, as I mentioned, the swarming nature of mobs in Asheron's Call. This one is going to hit you with a bunch of guys. I don't know how many total, but we'll see in a second here. So this is the final room. I'm going to scoot up here and get ready for a battle. Even if you sit back here, I think they all come at you. So we're looking at, yeah, again that red. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that. A bunch. So at level 60, this room can be fairly daunting. I mean, it's a level 35 requirement. I don't know if I do it at level 35. I don't remember when I did it, but it's a lot. So just be ready for it. And again, you can see the red up ahead here, indicating that this is where it's at. So let's check these guys. And voila, first guy. Good deal. All right, Legionnaire Pincer. Let's go turn them in and see what we get. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn in our quest items. So we want to hit from the town network, Annex. I want to get back to Red Spire. So we'll take the Red Spire portal and we'll go talk to Behdo Yii. Turn all this in. I will summarize everything and put it on the screen for you guys to show what rewards you get from these quests. But ultimately you're going to get experience, you're going to get some money, you're going to get some jewelry. For the Legionary, you'll get some Gems of Purity, which will dispel level 6 spells, negative effect spells from you, as well as some fancy titles. Bug Stomper, Gardener Weeder, Worker Obliterator, etc. Alright, Behdo, got some goods for you. A whole bag of goodies. Alright guys, I appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. I hope you found it useful, enjoyable. If not, I apologize. If you did, maybe leave a like for me. I appreciate it. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.